Hi. I kind of knew I was going to be after you because of what I'm going to talk about. But so if you don't know me, I'm Olive Powell. I'm the head of Geo at the Office for National Statistics. And I do have a bit of a disclaimer. No, hang on. What's going on? Okay. No, that's it. That's me. Okay. Right. Okay, so disclaimer. Okay. What I'm about to say is my own views, not my employer. And also a bit of a negativity warning. I tend to, even though I'm quite smiley and positive, I tend to think of the worst, so then I can be better prepared. And then I'm happy to be wrong. So here you go. Now you know what it's going to be like. Okay, so my statement of, my vision statement was, we are going into quite doomsday, lots of conflicts, lots of cyber attacks, lots of outages, and effectively we're becoming more vulnerable because we're too dependent on technology. I told you it was going to be doom. And effectively the digital divide leads to a information gap, but a geographical information gap. And unfortunately, so the summary is that, instability grows, access to technology is now being compromised, satellite networks are actually cut short, so therefore we lose a lot of our commodities, and the access to reliable, trusted information comes at a premium because we've got all these big multinational that just basically takes that as a due right to sell you good information. And including the high quality visualization, because they've got AI. The good AI does a good visualization, and the bad AI obviously does the bad visualization, the cheap AI. And what happens is that you end up having inequality with marginalized group. The ones who can afford it have really good information with like a really good map, and then the ones who can't have the pixels wrong information. Yeah. I now feel really guilty to just start with this. Anyway, so in a nutshell, this is the summary. 10 years, everything goes wrong, conflict, governments go a bit lagging in terms of technology, it's already happening. Starts to go slightly wrong. In 20 years, we've got more conflict, we can't get flights, we can't get shipping data, we can't get, agriculture is kind of impacted, and then the gap is starting to widen. In 30 years, you can't have maps anyway. So the good thing is, we all know about our mapping skills, and therefore we can dig it out. And what I was thinking is that knowing what the problem might be, we can then obviously solve it together. But as a community, we probably will end up need to rely on each other to be those misinformation resistance, because we know about the right information, we know how to visualize data properly, we can spot what's misinformation, and it'll be our duty to raise it and to fight for it. And actually, when there's no map, there's no satellites, we can still go back to our hand paper maps and hand data visualization because we know how to do it. So yeah, that was me.